And welcome to the podcast.
I'm horny.
When's the last time you had sex?
Probably about literally three or 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I sexually did not do well.
So, how did you not do well?
I flaccidly exposed myself.
Flaccidly, you exposed a flaccid.
But are my legs in the shot?
A little bit.
Sorry about the blindness.
It looks whimsical because it doesn't touch. So it looks like you're a kid. You're
So
not grounded.
yeah. So how are you doing?
I performed sexually today.
Whoa, today?
Yeah, this morning.
Why did you call me?
I mean, I don't think that.
Send a postcard
like
at
that.
least.
I mean, maybe like, you think you would ever have a threesome with a dude?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
I would have a threesome with 3 dudes.
So you're a
And-
little gay.
No, I would have a threesome with. I would have I think, yeah. I mean, a threesome maybe's a bit too intimate. I feel like a giant orgy with just like 60 dudes, 70 girls.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
You
don't
wouldn't
know.
want 59 girls because that'd be gay.
Yeah. 60 dudes, 60 girls. 6 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good ratio. I mean, orgies are great. I've never been in one, but I'm sure they are. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. They're good for your health. They're good for yoga positions.
It's like pressure because
I'd be the
people are
one-
watching you.
I'd be the one dude in the orgy just doing yoga. Just I'm like, that's cool. I'll just
Doesn't it?
stretch.
Yoga looks like sex. Just sex alone.
Yeah.
It's just different sex
It's
positions.
very sexual.
You're basically fucking yourself.
You're fucking the universe.
Yeah, you're letting the universe fuck you.
Do you so
That's funny. Like if you're in an orgy and you're like, oh, I don't have a partner. It's like musical chairs, and you're left out that round.
yeah, I know.
You
You're
just
like,
start doing
hey,
yoga.
I'll be on standby.
You guys, like you're just, some people are fucking and you're just like, do you need help? You want me to hold this? And they're like, God, get out of here.
They have chips in the break room.
You guys want some watermelon? Cut up some oranges.
Yeah, I'll just watch. You have like a whistle. All right, switch it up, and then nobody's
Whoa.
listening to you.
No hair pulling. You
All right,
guys
that's
are
a
really
foul.
going at it. Do you feel respected right now? I don't think she's respected. Try to take over.
Yeah. So anybody need any Gatorade or nuts?
In your face.
All right, hustle in. D-Model.
John, I like what you're doing, but would you want to watch instead as I fuck your girlfriend?
Here, no, this is what you need to do. You just kind of, and you're doing good. You're doing it. You're almost there. You just kind of need to, a little bit.
Let me use your girlfriend as an example. Let me just use her to show you how to fuck properly.
That's what a lot of people like that do. Is they or yoga instructors or something. They'll try to fuck people's girlfriends. Cause
Wow.
they're trying to flex their power or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's hot. If you could fuck someone's girlfriend, it's
I think that's conniving.
yeah, it's definitely not good karma. Fucking other people's girlfriend, it's so forbidden. It's like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this. So I mean, just fuck like an animal or something.
Fucking animal.
Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, is like
Instead of fucking
forbiddenness.
someone's girlfriend, fucking animal.
Yeah. At least an animal doesn't have feelings.
Do you think they can hear us?
Who? The Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instagram
probably.
models.
The thoughts.
Uh, so yeah.
Have you ever been cheated on?
No,
Hello, hello.
I've cheated in
On
sports.
tests. Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I don't really get into very, you know, uh, solo or relationships.
Yeah.
Uh, so I don't really
I
have that
felt like
many
I've been cheated
available.
on. I was cheated on, actually.
Did you just remember that, or
It's like on and off again relationship. So it's like, was I in a relationship with her when she fucked the dude? And then, yeah, definitely towards the end.
and what did you do?
I just was like, I felt like that.
You tried to push it away, the pain.
No, I was yelling. I was getting angry.
You turned into the Hulk.
I forget what I did. I just yelled. I don't know.
Um,
Actually, I was cool with it at the end.
what was the other guy like?
Um, he was kind of fat loser.
He was a fat loser.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which made it better, but also worse.
that's like bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I mean, I'm obviously the better man, but why did you fuck him?
Yeah, it's like being defiled. It's like she fucked a dog.
Well, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I was jealous. I was envious.
Ah, that was supposed to be me fucking a dog.
Yeah,
Just realized my window's open.
All those girls getting to live out my fantasy of fucking dudes. That's why I'm really angry. Because all these girls get to fuck dudes, and I have to watch them and be jealous.
Do you wish that you had a vagina?
No. Yeah, sometimes. Like when there's like a rail, and I'm like,
A rail?
yeah.
Like
it'd feel
a
good to
rod? Like a
rub
metal rod?
Yeah, like a fence or like a guardrail, like a handrail. It looks like it'd be fun to rub your vagina on a rail. Does that feel good?
Yeah, I mean, I would think more like something smaller or less metally.
Less metallic. Like a dick.
Yeah, I mean, that must feel way more intense, like having something inside of you than putting something inside of something.
Yeah.
Like by
They have more shit down there.
nature.
They got a clit and a
It's more intense.
G-spot.
They got a whole, modded gaming PC down there.
They have pH balances. They have fucking, flaps.
They have to, yeah. They have to, like, call people to, like, fix. Like, go to, like, the gynecologist and
They have
stuff. Like,
plumbing. They have fluids.
it's like a lot of maintenance. It's like like an old BMW. It's like
Vagina.
it takes a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end. Like
Yeah.
a penis is like a Toyota Corolla, where it's just like, it's always work. It's always running. It's always there, but it's not as nice. It's not like
Yeah,
not like
it's
as
cheap.
intricate. Yeah, it's like
Everyone has one.
it's like a base model.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a sunroof. It's
Yeah. A vagina has subwoofers. It has leather interior.
it has like a
Power steering.
it has a lot of shit.
Yeah. You can
It has
have
one of those-
multiple orgasms.
It has one of those windshield wipers on the back window. When you see those and you're like,
Yeah.
damn, dude. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's not even necessary.
She's got a wiper on her asshole.
That would be nice. That's a good invention.
Yeah. It just comes and wipes away all the shit. You don't even need a bidet.
Yeah. It's like something.
A power wash or a automatic sensor for the windshield wipers, for your asshole wipers.
Yeah. So I was at the gym just now, and do you go to the gym?
Yeah, I went yesterday
What?
to
Oh yeah,
Planet
you did.
Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
Planet Hitness. Your Highness.
Do you
A lot of princesses there.
do you enjoy working out at the gym?
No, I don't. I think it could be way better.
Less sweaty.
I just feel like it's industrial and it's just like it's not fun. It's like just like these little rigid areas and everything's metal. It's not like a
Yeah.
field where you can play.
Yeah, I don't like it because like no matter where you are at the gym, like working out, you're always gonna be like making eye contact with someone. Like while you're
Yeah.
like lifting weights. Like there's someone in your direction. And it's like
Yeah, it's very performative.
I feel so exposed, every time like I'm like working out, like lifting weights for myself. And I'm like, don't stop looking at me. Like I don't want you. This isn't for you. This isn't supposed to be at you. And I know it looks like I'm lifting weights in your direction, but you're just there,
Yeah.
And it can be sexual.
It's very sexual. Everyone's like wearing the sexiest things possible.
Yeah, like skin tight clothes, and like we're supposed to
Bulging muscles.
Yeah, we're supposed to act like, like, oh, we're just working out. I'm just doing my own thing. But like,
Yeah.
meanwhile, it's all these hot people in this sweaty room.
That's where hot people go to get hotter.
Yeah.
So they're in the shop getting hotter, and you're like, oh, look, this one's almost done already.
This one just
This one's already hot.
stick a toothpick in it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
I noticed that there's a lot of women who wear hats, or dudes. A lot of people wear hats at the gym.
Yeah.
They put it really low.
Yeah. Why? What is that?
They just want to be a body. They want to like look out and stare and like not make too much eye contact, but they want everyone to look at their body, and so they wear like really like showy clothes, but then they have the hat over to like shame, like it's like, oh, I'm being anonymous with how sexy I am, but I'm still being sexy.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, because I have noticed like the flat brim hats. Everyone's wearing those.
Yeah, it's too intense, the eye contact.
Right. I mean, yeah, maybe that is a good idea. Or just to wear a hat. Maybe just like something entirely on your face. Well, that's what we should just do.
Like a mask.
Yeah, like a helmet. Like a
Yeah.
space helmet.
A modesty helmet. Be wearing like a thong and like a little tank top that covers your nipples, but then have like a space helmet on and cover your whole face, because your face is more embarrassing. You can't work out your face.
And then your face the whole time is just like.
You got the ugliest face. And
Yeah, and like we all want to look at each other.
yeah.
It should be, even outside of the gym, it should be socially acceptable to just stare at someone.
Yeah. You should just
Like, I
stare at
mean, I
people.
don't like that. I don't like that much either. Everyone likes staring at other people. Nobody likes being stared at by someone who is looking at you like in like a creepy way.
Yeah.
Just have your boundaries. Just act like it's like a museum. Just observe, move on.
Yeah, just get what you need. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next
Maybe leave a
person.
comment on like a comment card.
Yeah. Or you could like just have their bio, like just scan
Yeah.
people's QR code.
Yeah.
And you can download their biometrics. Be like, oh, that person gave me this much pleasure. Feels good. Next person.
Yeah. And you're like,
But,
what it? And then there's occasionally people who are just like, what does it really mean? It's like, dude, you're digging too deep into it.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. Just go.
You
Just
do
keep
not
going.
have access to these files. These require a clearance of high security.
Yeah.
Like, what is their spirituality? And what does their butthole smell like? Do not access denied. Please ask her on a date first. Get her a cup of coffee, which
Uh,
I think is better than beer.
really?
I just think everyone's like, oh, it's a beer. It's like the thing. I'll grab you a beer. Let's grab a beer. Let's be having beers. And it's like, are we just drinking this fluid because we think we have to? Do we actually want to?
Yeah, beer's nice. A nice beer.
Like a tart beer.
Oh man, it's great. And then like it livens up the conversation. You get loose.
You're just drinking this.
And
Like-
coffee is just like by the end of the conversation you're just like, "Uh-huh. Yeah." And you're like, fucking
what?
like, you
What
know,
about the end
you're like
of
so
beer?
jittery. At the
If-
beer you're like, "Yeah."
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're a slut. Your mother's a chink.
I mean, I don't do that after one beer. Maybe
Yeah.
like 8.
I guess if you're just slightly buzzed, you're like slightly stupid. You're like, oh, what? Yeah, yeah, we're here. Oh, we're in the moment.
Well, it's just like, yeah, like it turns into like a child almost. You're like it takes away like social boundaries.
Yeah, you get to be an idiot who drank this thing that makes your brain malfunction. Like you got hit in the head. You want to go get hit in the head so we can communicate on a non-intellectual level.
And coffee is just like by the end of it you're just like thinking too much. You're like trying to be relaxed like it's a date, but then you're just like getting like amped up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's what I say on dates. I don't know. Every answer to the question.
I don't know. You know, what is knowledge? I think you're asking me a lot of questions, and I just assumed that I'm an ignoramus. And that way I found a lot of success in life.
It's so funny on dates, like you're both trying to act like you know everything. You're both
Yeah.
trying to like act like you know a lot.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, like being kind of a stupid person, like talking to other people who are like me,
Yeah.
who just like try to make things more than they are. It's just like we could just see each other's bullshit. Like we both don't know anything. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You guys are like trying to pretend to be adults.
We are, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's like there's two types of people. There's ones that know and are certain, and then there's ones that are uncertain. And the majority of people are uncertain. So it's like two uncertain people talking to each other is just like, it's just like a waste of time, basically.
Yeah.
It should be certain people talking to uncertain people and certain people talking to certain people.
Certain people shouldn't be talking to any people.
Certainly.
Certain people need to move out of our neighborhood.
Whoa.
But yeah, I mean, maybe you could find out new ways to be uncertain. Like, oh, I thought I was certain about this, but you just found a new way for me to be unsure of this as well. And you could expand your uncertainty. You could both be uncertain about
Oh
more
yeah.
things.
Whoa. What if we're uncertain about this? Yeah.
Whoa, I
don't
love
know
being
what to think about
uncertain
that.
with you. I love how uncertain you are about certain things.
I love how you just don't know anything.
You're so relaxed.
Yeah.
It's kind of my thing. I don't know certain things.
I know some things, but not a lot of things.
You need a certificate about how certainly uncertain you are. You're certainly uncertain. What a weird word.
Cervix,
Certain.
ascertain, lubriderm.
Ascertain how certain I am. Anyways, what do you think about Austin comedy scene and our rise to power in Austin?
Austin comedy, rise to power. 2.
K.
2. The power is risen. I think that it's a really good thing, and like we're really in the right place.
It's such a good energy here.
I think it's a very chaotic energy.
Yeah, a lot of Patrick DePare
I don't think
energy.
it's necessarily good. I mean, I think it's like really. I think it is actually it is good, because it's like changing a lot of things. It's
Yeah.
like it's promoting a lot of change, but it's
Yeah.
like sometimes hard to keep up with. I'm like, wow, this is like so much happening.
Yeah.
This city just keeps on pushing stuff
You
out.
can't be certain of anything. Everything's changing all the time. You're like, oh, I thought this was the new spot. I guess, Chupacabra isn't going to be a part of the Austin comedy scene or Shakespeare's.
It sucks.
Blind
Chupacabra, so much potential.
Chupacabra.
You were the
That's
chosen
where
one.
you can do real comedy.
You were the chosen one.
Not like these bullshit shows at the Paramount Theater. Chupacabra is where you go if you want to see real people doing real art. Like,
Is that real art?
You slept with my girlfriend, Leo Konopka. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that was.
That was this other kid.
Is he gone from the scene now?
I guess.
He was shamed out. He was trying to shame Leo. But yeah, Chupacabra was one of the first mics I did here. And now it was like in the bar. Like it was just a bar. And we were just performing in the corner. There was no lighting. And the TVs were on. The bartender was pissed that no one was buying anything. It was a weird vibe.
Yeah, it wasn't very kind on the eyes.
It was a terrible place to do comedy. It was.
Well, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, like what?
A lot of like bars, like Wanderlust and
Lucky Duck?
Blind Pig and stuff like that.
Blind Pig was so bad. I mean, people were listening, but more
there was a
people
lot
weren't.
of people there.
Yeah.
Like you're just like a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was good practice. Honestly, it was really good practice.
Yeah. It was good at yelling.
It was like Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Where the crowd was like, whoa.
Yeah. Sometimes you could get them, and it's like you're practicing, like looking at the people that were actually paying attention. Because it's so loud that if you're sitting in the front, you can't not pay attention. So you had those people, but then everyone in the back would be partying. And it's like a mental game. Like how much positive feedback do you need to keep doing comedy? Because you're not going to get much here.
I got like, I mean, I thought it was better than other mics where you just don't get anything at all.
Yeah, where it's nobody.
Yeah. At least there's noise, and you can just kind of like say your set into the void of noise.
Into the people's soft
so, like,
heads.
It's like easier in a way where you're just like, oh, there's noise going on. It's not just me bombing in silence.
There's all this ambient noise to take away from the fact that I'm bombing. That's what I like, is when I'm bombing is for other things to be going on.
Yeah.
So I perform at basketball games mostly, just so there's a distraction if I bomb.
The distraction is you doing comedy.
Oh, you guys are distracted by the main event that you came here for.
You guys are distracted. You just showed up with a speaker. We played basketball.
You guys are not paying attention.
Doing what we came here to do.
What do you guys have, ADD?
Why aren't you listening to me? What's wrong with you?
That's so ridiculous.
You ever done pop-up comedy like that where it's just you and you pop up and do comedy?
Yeah, like in my van, I showed up when Kill Tony was in front of Antone's. I showed up in my van and did it in front of the shawarma place, and nobody could hear it in the line. But at the shawarma place, there were these two kids listening, and they're like, "What's your Instagram?" And I gave them my Instagram. So
that's cool. Maybe they're listening right now.
Yeah, if you're from the shawarma place in front of Antone's,
shawarma,
holler in the comments. Hopefully, we'll read it.
Put hashtag shawarma in the comments.
So I say gyro now that I lived in New York.
Yeah.
And then I come here and I say gyro, and they're like, "Oh, you're so uncultured. That's not how you say it." It's
yeah.
like, I'm so cultured. That's why I say gyro.
Well, I think there's a lot of things in New York where they just kind of make it up, and then if the other New Yorkers don't follow, they shame them.
Yeah, like
It's
dead
like
ass.
you have to say Houston. You got to say
Yeah.
you got to say this.
You
gotta
gotta
do
say
this.
Gramercy.
Yeah. And it's like I think it's like a New York thing.
They just make pronunciations
It's
up.
definitely
and
not
enforce
gyro.
it. I mean, yeah, but
Gyro.
it's like you're using
Like,
English letters in the English language, and in the English language, G doesn't make a euro sound.
what do they say? What do they correct you?
Yeah, euro.
Euro. That's what
Yeah.
I used to say. That's what I thought it
Yeah,
was.
that's what it is in Greece.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought like I think like a lot of people in New York running shawarma trucks probably aren't from that country. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. But at first I thought they were like, I was like, can I get a euro? And I thought they were like being like, no. You say gyro, like, because you're white. You say gyro,
Yeah.
I say euro.
Don't say Nicaragua. Just say Nicaragua. And say gyro.
It's funny, my mom will like be at like foreign restaurants or like Mexican restaurant, and she'll say everything in English except like one word, and then where she like overpronounce it. She'll be like, yeah, I'll have the rice and beans, cheese, enchiladas, and the pico de gallo. It's just like, just do one or the other.
She wants to throw it in there. She's like dabbling. She's dipping her toe in impressions and accents.
Yeah, but it's like just do it for the whole time or don't do it at all.
Hello, could I have some water and some pico de gallo? And some extra tortilla chips? Thank you so
just
much.
Just because you say it in a Spanish accent doesn't mean you're speaking Spanish.
I mean, it is Spanish though, pico de gallo.
Yeah, I guess, but like everything else.
Yeah. Can I have some
Hola.
water?
Hola, can I have a tortilla? It's like you're just doing a Spanish accent. You're not speaking Spanish.
Yeah. Do you think people go to McDonald's in Mexico and they're like, "Hola, quiero hamburger con cheese"?
They're like, that's really inappropriate.
Excuse me, I speak Spanish. I'm not an uneducated, filthy American.
Yeah. Also, like one time we went to Quebec. For some reason,
Quebec.
Quebec.
Quebecois.
Quebec.
We are in Quebec. No, that's not. Sorry.
And yeah, why they for some reason that's the only they just speak French there.
It's Montreal. M-U-N.
What's Quebec?
Quebec.
What is that?
Quebec. It's a province in Canada.
Yeah, we went to Quebec.
Quebec. You're saying Quebec.
It was 3 cubic liters.
Yeah,
Quebec.
you went to Quebec.
Quebeccha.
Lined up the Q ball to the Quebec.
We went to a
ball.
QAnon meeting in Quebec.
Q sent me to Quebec.
And I hit a pool cue. And we went to Quebec, and my mom was like trying to order a sandwich at Subway, and she was like trying to speak French. She was like, "On patita, sandwich baguette."
Yeah.
And like 3 minutes into it, the guy was like, "Dude, I speak English." So he's like, she's just like struggling for 3 minutes. And
yeah, I mean, it's in
embarrassing.
Canada. Most of them are bilingual.
Yeah. But he was just like, I guess like trying to give her a chance.
Yeah.
Baguette.
Oh, you want to try the French thing? It's fun, I guess.
Why is this racist?
Against Quebecois?
Is it possible to be racist against French people because they're like really mean?
That's kind of racist. Is it possible to be racist against black people? Because they steal a lot. How could you be racist against someone who's so unpleasant? That's just natural human selection.
Can you be racist against such an awful race?
That's just God's will.
Everything about them is you can't be racist.
Yeah, it's difficult to be racist against the French. How can you be racist against French Canadians? That's a choice. They were like, let us be weird and different for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, like move to Canada, like the most like neutral place in the world. We really need to figure out how to get the camera to go.
I know. There's like this program you can download, but it doesn't work.
The Matrix.
I could get like an actual video camcorder that's 4K. That'd be nice.
Do you ever have a flip camera?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah. They're like bricks.
Those are like made for like Karens, because you can
Yeah.
just like start recording right away on this little thing.
It's one button.
I gotcha.
Yeah, we gotta fix a lot of this. This is not good. This is amateur hour. Actually, all we need is like a good camera, and then more mics like this. But do you even like these mics? Because you never use this one.
I like holding it.
You feel like a comedian.
I feel like someone holding a sturdy mic. Like doing that. You like when people do this?
I hate it.
Me too.
It's so unnecessary. It's like, you don't need to do that. It's like you're trying to like make it a thing. Like every little thing you have to do uniquely. You can't just fucking hold the mic. You gotta, like, you're trying to
Bill
be
Burr does this.
creative in the wrong areas.
Bill Burr holds a mic like this.
It just seems like it's bad for the mic and the cable.
Yeah, it's like I think it's called a Taiwanese grip.
This is the Catskills.
I double fisted sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hold it like this, where it's just dangling.
Like a boxing announcer.
So, you ever been to the dentist?
It sounds more nasally.
It sounds like I like shouting upwards.
Yeah, I mean, you could hold it like a rapper.
Sometimes
Like,
I do
yo,
comedy
what's
for
up?
God. Hey, God, so heaven, that must be nice.
Heaven on earth.
Yeah, but it's really nice weather, and what are you excited for the winter in your van?
Yeah. I think the winter's going to be better than the summer. It's so hard to cool something down, but to heat it up is easier.
That kind of that makes sense. If you're insulated.
Yeah. I just have a heater. Yeah, and I can watch. I can charge up my solar panels, although it's less sun in the winter.
Yeah, your solar panels are gonna have to get up early.
They're just sitting up there. Hail. I'm worried about hail.
Hail Satan.
Yeah, I'm worried about Hail Hitler.
Hail Hitler? It's
Yeah.
just Hitler hail. It's just Nazi hail.
I did not see that Hail Hitler coming.
It's just hail the size of Hitler.
It's like his statue.
Hail's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's kind of like when clouds are constipated. They just have like a really hard shit.
I ate too much.
Because it's like concentrated
Ramen.
like matter. It's like
Yeah.
rather than snow, it's just like natural like
Yeah. It's like a steady trickle.
yeah.
It's like a woman coming. It's just like, oh.
Yes.
But hail is like,
hail's- yeah, you gotta like fucking concentrate to.
you know, hail is actually like the rain comes down, but then there's an updraft. The air goes up. So the rain goes up, and then it gets stuck in like the high, and it freezes. The raindrops
Oh,
freeze,
I didn't know
and
that.
then it drops.
I thought it was just like, because like the pressure was stronger,
Yeah,
so like it made it more of a hard thing.
yeah. Like there's so much pressure on the cloud. It's like all the water gathers up and drops. Nice. I
That
don't
must
know.
be.
Maybe that's another way. Maybe there's multiple ways to make hail.
I wonder if a cloud ever like when you have to pee really hard
Yeah.
and you're like in your car, you're almost home, you're like I need to hold it, but then like sometimes you go to the bathroom, it starts like coming out a little bit before you get to the toilet,
Yeah.
or like not even that, but like
You feel like
you're trying to save
one
it.
safety mechanism lift up. It's like, chun, chun, chun. And you have one last thing, but you can feel like the gates opening up.
Yeah, and you're trying to save it for like this certain area to let go. I wonder if clouds do that. They're like, I really like this town. I don't want to rain on them. They're like, I need to hold it, but then sometimes they can't hold it, and they're like, just all over like some like fucking village. I'm so sorry. Oh.
You're very much cloud-like. It's like how
I'm
you
like
should imagine yourself
cloud
as
bread.
a cloud when you're fucking.
I'm like angel cake.
It's like, oh, I'm just floating. I very much doubt that water has sentience or human personalities and
Well, that's
emotions.
very rude.
But yeah, I mean, it's like when the pressure over a certain area is so high, they're like all packed up and tight. They're like, oh, I hate this. I can't wait to let go.
Yeah.
And then, like when they reach like sunny
They're like,
pastures, they're like, yeah, release.
Now I can get
pressure.
back to being a cloud, floating on by.
This isn't real cloud work. This is besmirching the good name of clouds everywhere. We're meant to float in the air and harmlessly. Remind you of sheep and random farm animals because of our shape.
Do you think like the nimbus clouds are like probably like the athletes, and like the stratus clouds are like little like
And then the fat clouds.
or like the cirrus clouds, like the stringy ones are just like I like little like
They're
fairy
gay.
like they're not gay necessarily, but like
Just
they're like
float. They're wispy.
yeah, they're like I wanna bake muffins.
They're like, oh, there's a strong wind. Gotta go. Bye. Wee.
Yeah, that's like me. I would be like maybe like a big cirrus cloud.
Yeah, like a gay cirrus cloud.
Why? Why am I gay in cloud form but not in human form?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is you're gay.
Thanks. But
That's what Leonardo said.
on Kill Tony.
Yeah. She went up after
Yeah,
you.
well, she knows me really well.
They hate chicks. What can I say? You're not turned on by me. You're fucking gay.
I do think she is a beautiful woman.
Yeah. Maybe you would do well with like a strong female
Yeah.
that just jerks
Yeah.
you off
Someone who commands me.
to come.
Come, you bastard.
Okay. I mean, if you say so.
Slaps me in the face.
How was the Asian
Treat me like
masseuse?
a cloud. What?
Do you want to talk about massages right now or no?
Sure, yeah, I got jerked off by Asian masseuse. And it's not funny at all, actually.
It's actually kind of racist that you went to an Asian.
What do you want me to do? I would rather not go into an Asian.
You wanted to go to a white person?
Yeah. Like a Latino.
Really?
No, I'm just joking.
I think part of it is it's hot that it's like a subjugated race.
But there's like you think it's hot?
Yeah, because it's like there's nothing she could have done to avoid it. It's like written in the stars that she was going to jerk me off.
Written in the stars.
It's the way of the
Like
world.
written in the
Asians jerk us
zodiac
off.
calendar.
Mexicans make tacos, and your mom sucks my dick.
Yeah, I mean, it was like very like there's only Asian massages.
I know.
That's like I guess that's like a thing.
We cornered the market. People try to jerk each other off. We're like, no, that's what we do. That's our thing.
Back off. I'm jerking this guy off.
Don't even think about touching a dick. We love doing that.
It reminds him of rolling up a sushi roll.
Oh, long egg roll.
Yeah, she jerked me off with seaweed.
Was it like, because you have a hard time coming, so why was this
No,
not,
it was really easy.
why was this different?
I think because I was in a rush.
Oh, I got an appointment. I got a meeting.
Oh, man, I gotta be out here in a couple minutes. And it was like it wasn't intimate at all.
So you don't like intimacy. So it's like you appreciated the business, like just, hey,
Yeah, it was like
it's a factory.
Yes, very well. Just sign here, and
Sign here. I hereby certify that I would like to be jerked off to completion.
I would request a lawyer for this part. There was a lawyer present the whole time, just in the corner, the briefcase.
Can you sign this in your cum, please?
And come here, and right here.
And where else?
And yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah, it was like it was I asked her to like finish the massage after she jerked me off. I was like, so are we gonna do the full 30 minutes or? And she was like, no, definitely not.
I just jerked you
Because
off.
how do you go back to a massage after that? Oh wow, this feels nice. Not as nice as the thing before, but this is good.
You gnawing on my thigh remind me of the time you touched my dick and rubbed it back and forth with slippery lubrication between you and I.
Yeah, and I was like laying on the mat, and then I was like, you know, they probably don't clean this.
Are you on the floor?
No, I don't know what they call it, the bed type of thing where you put your head
Massage
in the
bed?
hole.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's
So
like
you-
your head's in like a hole.
But you flipped over for the jerk off, right?
Yeah. A machine picked me up and flipped me over.
That'd be
Or
awesome.
the bed just.
You're like a fucking panini press.
That's just me being lifted by like a crane.
What's going on? You're just all floppy.
Just jerk off that machine.
That's awesome though, because it's like sometimes I'll be getting a hand job from like a person that I met in real life, like a date, and I'll be like, this isn't as good as that one time I got jerked off at an Asian massage parlor. Like for some reason that's hotter.
Because that's all they do.
their
That's all
structure.
you know them as.
Yeah.
It's just jerking you off. Like your date, you know them as like this whole complete person.
Yeah. And that gets in the way.
Yeah, you're like,
She likes blueberries.
yeah.
You're like trying to remember her favorite movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I can't forget that she's a human being. But like, if you can just be like, oh, someone's touching my dick. Oh, there's just this sensation on my dick. Then you can concentrate on that. And yeah. And it's also like, that's the only thing that's going to happen. It's like, there's an expectation. And you're not like, oh, what if we fuck afterwards or something. It's like, it's, I don't know, it's just more, like, what's going to happen. Everything's structured. There's not like this open-ended, oh, we're just stumbling upon different activities to do.
Yeah. There's a schedule.
Yeah. So
Which is good because, it keeps you,
you're in that
structured.
moment. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm here. I'm doing the feature presentation. This is the headliner.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else I should expect. And then you could actually be in the moment because like you're like, oh, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm getting jerked off.
Yeah. I think that's why people like paying for things. Is because like they know. They're like, this is a transaction. Like I'm going to get this in return. And I know I'm going to get it because I paid you.
Yeah.
Rather than just like, I don't know, some like volunteering or some shit.
Yeah.
Seeing something free, getting something for free. It's like, it's like a place has like, oh, we have like free lasagna. And then you get up, it's just like a little tiny like piece of lasagna. And you're like, I would rather just pay for a big piece of lasagna.
Yeah.
Did that ever happen to you?
Yeah. The samples are too small.
Yeah. Or like you show up to a pizza party and the pizzas are like this thin.
Yeah.
And you're like, the pizza's already cut. Don't cut it more. Don't cut it into another pizza. Just get 2 pizzas.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sample sizes, like free things. But yeah, sex is good. I wore a condom when I had sex today.
Lambskin?
No, just HEB.
HEB condom?
Yeah.
They make condoms?
No, it's like Trojan or like a brand.
Whoa, those are expensive. High roller.
Like the ones that I had before were tighter, but they were harder to put on, and I could never figure it out. Like which side. I would always fuck it up, like a USB. You're like, is it this side or this side? I always put it in the wrong way. But then this one is like baggier and easier to put in, but it's not as tight, which is annoying.
Baggy? It was baggy?
Yeah. It felt a little baggy.
It's like a burlap sack?
Yeah. It was like there was sloppage. There was slack.
Maybe it was used previously.
Yeah. It was it was a big condom. Maybe I'm getting smaller.
Yeah, well,
Maybe the dick's
you're getting
small.
older, so
I'm losing dick mass.
you're
I need to start
shrinking.
fucking drinking more pineapple juice or something. But yeah, I mean, sex. I was gonna finger her, but then I ended up not fingering her because she was like, "It's already beat up."
Beat up?
Yeah, like sore.
What, you like before you were just like, I'm gonna finger you after this, don't worry. That's what you said.
No, I usually finger before because I like
It's
controlling.
a nice
people.
appetizer.
Yeah,
It's like, it's quick, it's right there,
it's easy to do. Starts it off right.
Yeah.
You can control every movement. And, it's like, when you see a girl, that's like my first instinct is just like, rubber pussy. Anyways.
Instinct. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, touching is definitely like that's like first base or second base.
Yeah.
It should be first base, touching.
Yeah.
Kissing should be second base.
I know.
Because kissing is like really a lot.
Yeah.
It's like some girls will have sex with you and not even kiss you. Because like kissing is like so romantic.
You got to concentrate.
Yeah. And it's like intimate.
Yeah. You have to like put on a play. You're like thinking the right thoughts to make it romantic. Oh, we're kissing like this, and it means that.
Yeah,
It
you
means we're
got
close.
you're working together and that's how I kiss.
Yeah. It's like a participatory. It's like you're playing tennis with
Some
an
girls
opponent.
are so bad at kissing.
Yeah.
Well, some people have small lips.
Yeah, they can't kiss very well.
Some girls kiss like. It's like, give me a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm doing like lunges with my lips. Like I warm up. Bitty bata putu bata. Ay 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 ay.
What if you went up to a girl and did that with her, both of you?
That would be nice. I would like that. It's like a massage.
Like a lawnmower.
It's like electric kissing.
Kissing is really hot. Girls are awesome.
Yeah.
Fingering. Yeah.
So, what should we do for the last 10 minutes?
How about we have an entertaining podcast for the last 9 minutes, just as a special treat to the listeners?
Wow, I think they would really enjoy that.
Yeah, let's make it
It's
listenable.
the least we could do.
Yeah, let's actually have energy for the last 9 minutes.
That's about all I can do.
Yeah. I mean, Austin comedy is like so awesome, and I feel like everyone should come here. That way I don't have to go to New York or LA, and all the people will come here. And it's free of all the old infrastructure and gatekeepers. And if you like that bullshit, if you like, people getting in your way and having to kiss their ass, if your only skill is kissing ass, then you might like the old way of doing things. But if you actually want like a place
You might be Texan.
of meritocracy and like pure art and comedy, then this is where you should be.
You might want to move to Texas.
Unless you want some fucking Andrew Cuomo, Donald Trump motherfucker in New York to be like, no, I control what happens and I deem that you're not worthy. But this guy, I love this guy. Look, he says whatever I want. What a nice guy. If you want to be that guy, then LA or New York is for you.
Oh, like the hi. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, I wrote these jokes that are in line with what you believe, and they're also clean. I'm a clean comic.
Uh-huh. And I just think it needs to be a safe space for all. And no, don't say anything mean. Do not be mean. And be funny. They say all these rules, and then they're like, just be funny. It's like, how? You just gave me all these fucking rules.
Yeah. They're like, oh, if I just write it in the rules, they'll follow it. They think people are robots. They can just tell us.
They don't know how humor works.
Yeah.
All they've seen is like, I don't know, The View or some shit.
I mean, I think New York and LA are great cities. I don't mean to talk shit about them. I think Austin is great.
They have good restaurants.
Yeah, they're better at being cities. They're actually like laid out for it. They're
good
structured
roads.
well. Yeah. But I think that you played Catan yesterday
Oh yeah.
at Patrick
Sorry
DePar's
about
house.
that.
Why would you be sorry?
I mean, 'cause you're always asking me to play Catan, and then I never do it.
And then you go off and cheat on me. You slut. You Catan slut.
Well, I wanted to play the other night. Should we take some questions?
Sure. For the last 5 minutes. All right, now we'll be taking questions on Instagram Live. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment them. We'll be answering questions about penises. We'll be answering questions about comedy. And we'll be answering questions about homosexuality and religion, politics, sports, theater,
Archery,
history.
politics,
Let's see when that happens on the Instagram Live.
swimming. I think it's delayed by a good bit.
Oh, there we go. It's about 10
shit.
seconds delayed. Okay, so the question should be rolling in right now.
All right, the question should be basically,
Look at all these people joining. You guys might have creeps enjoying your souls.
whoa.
Wow, is that like I know it's foot soles, But maybe they're talking about our souls. Maybe they're sapiosexuals.
Maybe they're really profound and probably a creep staring at our souls.
It looks like you're... Hey, my
They have nice
my
souls.
breasts are up here. My soul down here. And
My
in
soul's in my soul pouch. Okay, somebody asked a question. Somebody said, yo, Hans, huge fan. Hey, Hans, do you still live in your van?
Yes. Next question. It's right outside. I can give you a tour later.
Yeah, we should do a van tour of your van.
Yeah. Maybe we could do a house tour. So Catan is fun because it's like structured and it's like boring and it's just like simple and it's like you get to look at your friends and you don't have to talk unless you want to.
Yeah, and you also live in a van.
Yeah.
You do that at a house.
I live in a van. It's pretty cool. I have like a little setup and I just sleep in there mostly and it gets dark. Right now it's a little hot. It's a little messy right now. There's condom wrappers everywhere and like my clothes are in a pile.
Have you been eating condoms?
Yeah, I've just been eating condoms. Just rip apart the packaging and stuff. But yeah, living in a van. I park it in front of Reilly's house.
Someone says, tell me your favorite. Oh, Rojalim DeSantos
Rojalim
said, tell me your favorite meat. Can you grill in your van? Thanks, Rojalim.
I have an induction stovetop. I cook ribs, pork ribs, St. Louis style pork ribs mostly. And then if I have to, I do chicken quarters. I eat that and I just leave it in my little stovetop stove, whatever. Like it's like that big. I pile it in, put the lid on.
Do you ever like touch the meats and go like, yeah, that's nice?
Yeah, I try to get it to however I want it. But yeah, I have a little induction stovetop. I also have a butane stove and a propane stove. It takes both. But I recently upgraded I got a fancy inverter that takes higher loads and a bigger battery.
Load?
And I got 2 solar panels.
Is it load bearing?
It takes a lot of energy to use induction stovetops. So now I can use it. It uses magnets to heat up the pan.
Whoa, really? Uses magnets?
Yeah.
How?
It just moves it back and forth.
And it creates heat?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And how much does that cost?
The thing's like $40, $30. And then the inverter is like $200 and whatever. But I use the inverter for other things.
Someone says, garlic or onion?
Nothing, just meat. I just put meat in a pot.
You don't like garlic?
I mean, I've never done a lot of it on meat before.
Costco Polish dogs?
I haven't eaten that.
Do you get to take your van out to national parks after the Kill Tony success?
Before the Kill Tony success, yes. After, no. I've been stuck in the city, going up on secret shows and opening up for Tony Hinchcliffe and Joe Rogan. So, I mean, I guess I don't do that all the time. But yeah, I'm here in the city. I enjoy stand-up comedy. I enjoy living out there too, but I enjoy this more, being a part of society and acting like I'm a part of it and I can help where it goes. I like being a part of society, but being out there is fun too because you get to just relax.
You like being a part of society?
Yeah. If I'm not, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm just an individual alone. But here, like, I have purpose, even though it's just to make people laugh and distract them.
Do you ever want like a more of a purpose?
Yeah. I want to be better at this and actually
podcasting.
Yeah, dictate where our society goes. I feel like we don't get to decide as millennials.
Yeah, I know. I was like looking around and I just like saw all this like electrical wire and all these like cell phone towers and shit. And I'm like, we had no say in this.
Yeah.
These are just here. Like the government is deciding to put these up for us. Like they're like, yeah, they'll probably want this.
Yeah, and
I'm
they're
like,
like,
no, I don't.
can you explain how this works? And like, oh, we just did it. You don't have to know. Just fucking go to Chipotle and spend your money and go to work and consume and be a part of the economy. You don't have to actually be a part of it. You just have to do your part in like consuming.
Someone said, have you read Harry Potter?
Yes. I loved Harry Potter.
5-year-old girl who said that?
It's such an easy book to read. It like flies by. Maybe it's like the paragraph indentation or something, but
when does the Q&A begin? It's begun.
it's happening.
Would
We
Hans
should've done it in the
participate in the
beginning.
Squid Game? Wait,
No.
that's Korean, right?
Yeah.
You guys
I
have been
wouldn't.
making a lot of good movies.
I know. We are. I think it's a combination of it's a very artistic culture. Like they had a lot of theaters and plays and kabuki masks and whatever.
Kabuki?
And also a love of American technology and whatever. But Squid Game, I would not participate in it because I live in a van. I don't need that much money. I'm doing what I want with my life. I don't need to have money to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm not financially desperate because I have very few financial needs. So, yes, I do not want to play the Squid Game. But if things were dire, if I had a child that needed leukemia medicine, or if I, was in dire financial straits, or just to give myself a better life. I mean, I think the thing about those movies is like everyone's suffering financially to some degree, or a lot of people are, and it's for no one. We're just suffering pointlessly, living in shitty conditions and going hungry. And at least if you're in the Squid Game, people are watching your suffering and enjoying it. There's purpose to the suffering. But what's unbearable is suffering for nobody and for no reason. So if I could allay my current suffering into a more popular, entertaining version of suffering, maybe that would help psychologically.
Squid, when does the squid come?
Next
Who's
game.
running the game?
Try not to get raped by the squid.
Try to rape a squid.
You're in a swimming pool. It's a game of squid.
Does it worry you that strangers you kiss on stage might have COVID or other health concerns, like AIDS? I added that part.
I mean, no. I honestly think most people are clean and that most people are not that dirty and that kissing them is fun. And that I have a
Okay.
good immune system.
That's the real Squid Game.
All right.
Well, should we make some jack-o'-lanterns or
Yeah, let's make like jack-o'-lanterns and start jacking.
jacking a lantern?
What was it called? That thing that Christy was talking about in South Africa? Jack rolling?
Jack roll.
Let's go jack roll some
Jackfruit?
thugs. Lope. Jackalope. Jack Timmons.
All right. Well, I need to go shave and my body.
And my body. And my body is falling apart as we speak. Thank you guys and have a good night.
Thank you so much, and watch Squid Game. Make sure to support your local Squid Game. And
Yes. Sign up at participating locations.
sign up for our Squid Game at www.hansesvanofterror.com.
It's so dystopian.
All right.
Peace.